Alright. It looks like something's happening over there. We don't know where we are! It's left in this road tunnel. Not the most romantic camping spot. I feel like I'm in Star Wars.
That's pretty cool.
We're Malin and Alex, and in 2017 we came up with the crazy idea to hitchhike all the way from Thailand to Spain. This is our story.
Okay, so we're in Hami still. We're walking out to the main road. We're going to try and get a ride, but it's still pretty busy around here, so we're not sure. It's going to be our first proper night wild camping, hopefully. We're going to try and camp in the desert. Yeah. Good place to start. So I'm worried about that, and Marlene's worried about the police. So between us, we're not doing so well. But anyway, it's quite hot. Bags are extra heavy because we've got more food than usual, more water. See how it goes.
And it's in the afternoon, depending. Chinese Standard Time, what time is it?
3 o'clock.
And Xinjiang time, what time is it?
1 o'clock.
Alright. Car number 1, taking us out of the city.
Ride number 2 of the day. We don't know how far we're going, but we're going in the right direction. It's all good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we started late, but luckily we got 2 very quick rides out to a petrol station on the outskirts of town. Ride number 3. We haven't got it very far yet, but I think once we get on the motorway, we'll get further.
Yeah, find the spot to sleep. Again, it didn't take long before we got picked up, and suddenly we felt very confident that we would make it to Kashgar a lot faster than we'd expected.
After getting dropped off on the motorway in the middle of the hot desert, we immediately sought shade under an overpass. Alex stuck his thumb out, and just like that, a car stopped. Alex been over there talking for quite a while to whomever's in that car, probably using Google Translate to not get very far, but we'll see. It looks like something's happening over there. Alex is coming back. The car is reversing. We've got a ride.
Ride number 3. Had to run down the motorway about 100 meters in the midday sun in the middle of the desert. So that was good. Anyway, we're taking us 100 kilometers, so that's cool. See how far we get to. 2 Chinese guys picked us up and drove us through some stunning and very dynamic desert landscape. Who knew there are so many faces to the desert? We've changed nationalities now. We're now with Uyghur people. Different music.
Different language.
Different language. They look a bit different from the Chinese, or very different from the Chinese people we'll be going with. Just as friendly. That's all good.
The Uyghur are Turkic Muslims who during recent years have become more and more suppressed by the Chinese government. Since we traveled through Xinjiang in 2017, the situation has become worse. Millions of Uyghur have been detained and put in re-educational camps where they are being stripped of their beliefs and traditions.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Well, we slept in this road tunnel and we have our bags in here. We don't really have much space for our legs, or for Alex's legs mostly. And he was taking a lot of space last night, so we ended up fighting a bit.
What
anyway,
else?
that's over now. We had forgotten about it.
Was it just a light breeze in the air?
It was very windy.
Right. What are you doing, Marlin?
I'm in the road tunnel and it's bloody windy. We saw all this amazing landscape on our way, and we're like, oh, we're gonna sleep there, we're gonna sleep there, we're gonna sleep there, but then we went further. And then we ended up with
getting blown away.
Only flats.
And bloody windy. Wild camping. Not what we had in mind, but hey, still doing it.
Now there's no wind whatsoever. We're having breakfast. We're gonna pack up as soon as possible and head into Turpan, or Tulafan, as it's also called. Not the nicest, not the most romantic camping spot. with lots of lorries driving on top of our heads.
Oh yeah, and I nearly set fire to a tent last night as well. That was fun.
You're not supposed to tell anyone.
It was a bit windy, so I kind of went a bit everywhere with alcohol.
I was in the tent. We packed up our things and headed to the nearest overpass. Traffic was scarce and we were mentally prepared for a very long wait. But fortunately, we only had to wait 40 minutes and we were in our first ride of the day. Ride one of the day in the truck. It's probably our only, maybe one ride out of two. See.
We got picked up by a Chinese guy. Oh wait, did I say one? I meant two. Next to me on the bed there was another guy asleep. You could imagine the look on his face when he saw the two of us in the cab. We have arrived in Turpan, also known as Turpan. We're walking into the city. I think it's about 4.5 kilometers, so it's a bit of a hike. We might stop halfway and eat an apricot. It's
Not sunny.
not sunny, it's dusty, I don't know.
Sandy and cloudy.
Anyway, we're walking.
We checked into White Camel Hostel and as it was still light outside, we went out to have a look around.
Everywhere there were murals showing traditional Uyghur life. At least that's what we thought it was. We soon realized it was propaganda by the Chinese government to keep the Uyghurs in line.
Like most cities in Xinjiang, Turpan is being developed to a so-called model city of China. Traditional Uyghur mud houses are getting knocked down to make space for modern Chinese structures. They do keep a few Uyghur buildings though, the ones they can use to attract tourists. So we walked to one of the famous spots here in Turpan, Minaret.
With a sandstorm.
And we thought we were going to at least be able to take a photo from the outside, but you actually have to barbed wire everywhere and big fences. And you actually have to go inside, pay to get a picture of the building. So, no.
Lovely walk in the wind, in the sand.
Yeah. Well, walking back. We got nice bread though.
Should I try a bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Is it nice?
It's quite dry, but it's got a lovely flavour to it. Ordered a bunch of food in this Uyghur place. Not sure what we're getting. I don't know what anything is.
It's like a fast food place.
Well, not really. Fast food, but healthy. Lunch in a Uyghur place. Looks good. Cold noodles, I think. Maybe half cold. As you've probably realised by now, Uyghur food is quite different to Han Chinese cuisine. It's more similar to the kind of food you'll find in Central Asian countries, as well as in the Middle East and in South Asia. Take this bread for example, baked in a tandoori style oven.
Is it nice, Alex? Is it nice?
Try to get him a bus.
We go to an old ancient ruin in the desert and the security on the bus didn't want us to bring our full water bottles and our sun cream. How do you go to the desert without water and sun cream when you have fair skin?
And shrivel up, die of dehydration.
Well, we put it in our bag and we took it anyway, so we're going.
Apparently 1 kilometre from Jiaohe ruins. Anyway, walked about 4 or 5 kilometers, I'm not sure. And everywhere we go in China, we seem to have a rain following us. And even in the desert, it's been raining on us a little bit. What are you up to?
I'm in, ¿cómo se dice? How do you say it?
Jiaohe, or
Jiaohe.
Ya City. Not sure which one.
An old ancient city. How old is it?
Don't know.
2,000 years? Yeah, I feel like I'm in Star Wars. Turpan is the second lowest place on Earth after the Dead Sea, at 152 meters below sea level. People have lived here for over 6,000 years, and the area played a very important strategic role during Silk Road times.
This obviously means it's home to many interesting historical sites, and the ancient city of Jiaohe is definitely one of them. It's known to be the largest, oldest and best preserved urban city in the world.
We spent 4 days in Turpan. We needed a rest and spent most of our time in the hostel with the other travelers. And this, guys, is where this episode ends.
Join us next time as we hitchhike a challenging 1,400 kilometers through the desert of northwest China and continue our adventure across Asia towards Europe. We took our passports, waited for 2 more policemen to check our photos.
It's not looking very bright for us at the moment. There are many police checks here though, so I understand if they don't want to take both of us.
We're in Kashgar. It feels like another country. If you've made it to the end of this video, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and drop us a comment below, and we will see you in the next one.
And a special thanks to all of our patrons for keeping us motivated and helping us stay on the road. If you too want to become a patron, head over to our page. You will find the link at the end of this video and down in the description below.